This is Northeast Georgia's only local source for TV news. From the Grady College at the University of Georgia, this is Grady Newsource.
Good evening. Welcome to Grady Newsource. I'm Alex English. We begin with breaking news. Georgia Governor.
Thanks, Alex. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp announced earlier today in a press conference breaking news regarding COVID-19 vaccinations. He announced that any adult over the age of 55 or any person 16 and over who has pre-existing health conditions will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccination. Now, he also announced that some of these pre-existing health conditions could be cancer, asthma, diabetes, neurological disorders, or any person or Georgian who is immunocompromised. Now, this new eligibility and criteria won't go into effect until next Monday. He also announced that throughout the state of Georgia, there will be 9 state-mandated vaccination sites. He also expects by the beginning of next month, that's right, early next April, that any person 16 or older will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccination. Now, if you take a look behind me, we are live from an Athens, Georgia testing center. There's been steady traffic in and out here at the testing center, but expect those numbers to go down if Kemp's vaccination plans do indeed work out. Live from Athens, Georgia, I'm Zach Miles with Grady Newsource.
Thank you, Zach, for that breaking news. To recap, Governor Kemp is extending vaccination for those over the age of 55 and people over 16 with high-risk health conditions. Grady Newsource will continue to bring you the latest on this story.
A look at the temperatures around our area here in Athens, 73 degrees. Out in Winder, that's our cool spot of the day, if you could call it that, at 71 degrees. Watkinsville, 73. Up in Colbert, 72. Around the area, all about the same temperature. Lots of sunshine. If you want to go outside tonight, take a look at our forecast at 6 p.m. We'll be in the 70s. As we go overnight, we'll drop down to 56 degrees. Still partly cloudy, though. That moon will be out to shine, though. As we take a look at tomorrow's forecast, as you take the kids out to the bus stop in the morning, it'll be in the upper 40s, low 50s. For a nice day on tap by noon, though, it'll be up into 67, where we'll be close to hitting our high for the day. Taking a look at your weekly planner now, well, it's going to be nice and continue to be nice Thursday as we get into Friday. Highs in the upper 70s, low 80s. Saturday and Sunday going to be partly cloudy again, but still upper 70s.
3 institutions in the Barrow County school system will be receiving big renovations this summer for the next school year. Grady Newsource reporter Nick Finch has more.
At a board meeting last Monday, the Barrow County school system voted to approve renovations to 3 different buildings in the school district: Auburn Elementary School, Olsenbeck Elementary School, and the Center for Innovative Teaching. Joe Perno, Assistant Superintendent of System Operations, says while the renovations for each school may see overlap, they're all unique.
And particularly for Auburn and Olsenbeck, it's what we call a finishes renovation. So we're going to be doing paint and floors and ceilings and lights. Maybe there's, an outdoor basketball court that we need to put in because, Olsenbeck doesn't have one of those. And there may be some things specific at Auburn.
Perno says the school's faculty do in fact play a role in determining renovation standards.
I mean, they're very hands-on. They know everything that's going on at their school, and they want to be involved in this process.
The 2 school renovations were each a $1.75 million financial commitment, with the CFIT being a $500,000 financial commitment, accounting for 4% of the district's 2021 fiscal year budget, according to Jennifer Houston, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services. Houston says the projects were funded through the Education Local Option Sales Tax, which allows 1 cent of sales tax per transaction to go to various school-related upgrades. Perno says a lot goes into budgeting out these renovations, and that sticking to that budget is crucial.
We try to be very, very good with our estimates. We don't just overshoot it, by a long shot. We try to get very tight and very concise with it. But inevitably, we have some contingencies in there. We have some allowances in there. You've got to be prepared to kind of take on some things that you're not expecting.
Perno adds that he thinks these renovations will help to create a cleaner, safer learning environment for students and teachers that will kickstart a positive learning atmosphere. Nick Finch, Grady Newsource.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. At the university level, many college students may think their vaccine hopes are a ways away, but some are eligible right now, though they may not know it. Grady Newsource reporter Lauren Swenson checked it out for herself.
If you're a college student, you may think your chance at a vaccine is a few months away, but you could be eligible today.
The catch? You have to be a resident or a staff member in a congregated living facility, like a dorm or an apartment complex.
Some students gave it a shot and have already gotten their first dose.
I just Googled Walgreens COVID-19 vaccine and went to sign up. And when you make your appointment, they list all the different ways that you have to be eligible. And one of them was if you live in a congregate living facility, which is pretty much dorms, apartments, anything with roommates. I had something with me to prove I did live in a public dorm at UGA, but surprisingly, they weren't really checking.
Wells found out that Walgreens had vaccines from her sorority group chat and got her first dose on Monday. And she's not the only one.
At Walgreens, you can sign into the app and see if you meet the requirements for the vaccine by taking their eligibility quiz. Anyone who is a healthcare worker, 65 or older, an essential frontline employee, has a high-risk medical condition, is a school staff member, or lives in a congregate living facility is eligible. It's easy. I did it in just a few minutes and had no trouble finding an appointment.
I'm Lauren Swenson, Grady Newsource.
The University of Georgia has started offering free menstrual products across 2 major buildings on the university's campus. Grady Newsource reporter Xavier Hood has more.
At a board meeting last Monday, the Barrow County School System voted to approve renovations to 3 different buildings in
the program is called the Project Red Initiative, and it was created by Mahati Mullah and Period Project at UGA. The initiative was created to combat period poverty and period stigma by providing menstrual products for free in 2 gender-neutral restrooms across campus. Mullah explains the complexity of the issue and describes it as multifaceted.
It seems like a one-tier issue, but there are so many things that can affect it, not having the amount of money, not having transportation, not knowing where to go, how to get your resources. There's like so many different things where if one link is missing, it kind of like throws the whole thing apart.
The program is not only just for people that endure menstruation, but a call to action for others, as Ashley Boyle, advocacy chair for the Period Project at UGA, explains.
Don't shame anybody. Don't contribute to the stigma of making someone feel like their period has to be a secret or it's shameful. If somebody needs help or money or whatever, offer to help. It's just not that weird. I think what I want to take, the biggest takeaway is it's really not a big deal. Half the population gets a period. It's okay.
These products can be found outside the gender-neutral restrooms on the 2nd floor of the Tate Student Center and the 3rd floor of the Boyd Graduate Studies building. Mullah hopes at the end of the pilot program that it will expand to other areas on campus and even the community. This is Xavier Hood, Grady Newsource.
Jackson County will have a new college and career center this fall. More on this after the break.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Is your family in need of more quality time together?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Nature is best enjoyed together. So bring the whole family to discover all the bonding and stress-reducing benefits parks and forests have to offer. Visit discovertheforest.org and trade in phone time for family time.
Birds, squirrels, chipmunks, grass, worms, bugs, trees, rocks, and other objects in nature cannot talk. If you'd like to have a conversation while visiting nature, you will need to bring humans along. We strongly recommend starting with your family.
La 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 la. I love you so. I love you. I love you. La 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 la. La 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
A new college and career center is coming to Jackson County this fall. Grady Newsource reporter Jessica Green has more.
Think about that. If you can graduate kids who can go straight into the workforce and be gainfully employed, that's exciting, especially when in the past you've only offered opportunities to leave with a high school degree or diploma.
Empower College and Career Center is opening in Jackson County in fall 2021. The center will partner with local businesses to provide hands-on learning and certification training to high school students. CEO John Essler says the program is made possible by the $3.1 million Georgia College and Career Academy Partnership Grant. Featured pathways will include healthcare, construction, manufacturing, and film production.
Open up opportunities for work-based learning and youth apprenticeship so that students can get hands-on experiences in the actual business and industry locations.
Healthcare science instructor Whitney Hardigree hopes to create student projects based on the needs of the community. She will be teaching phlebotomy, pharmacology, and allied health and medicine this fall.
You have to have direct hands-on patient care hours before they'll admit you into those programs. So this is a great way to, for free, go ahead and get these certifications, earn those hours, and set yourself above the other, potential applicants for those programs.
PR specialist Holly Canup says based on a survey put out this week that community reaction has been positive, as the program has the potential to boost economic growth in the county. So far, the program has partnered with several businesses, including Piedmont Healthcare, BM&K Construction, and Lanier Technical College.
Don't want to just graduate them and push them off a cliff. You want to create that safety net where they have more than a high school diploma. And I think that's what this program has.
Jessica Green, Grady Newsource.
Oconee County is conducting a citizens firearm safety class for 2 weeks beginning March 24th. Sheriff James Hale is offering it to all people who live, work, or attend school in Oconee County. Their classes are limited to only 12 students to adhere to social distancing protocols, and there is no specific age limit for classes. Participants must be able to legally possess a firearm. The Athens-Clarke County Commission approved plans to expand the Firefly Trail in Athens, Clarke, and Winterville. Grady Newsource reporter Willie Danley has more.
After much conversation, the Firefly Trail, a multi-purpose path for pedestrians, bicycles, and other non-motor vehicles, has had its plans for expansion approved by the Athens-Clarke County Commission. The expansion of the trail will eventually span 39 miles, going from Athens to Union Point, Georgia. It is funded by the Transportation Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax and by donations. The connection to the existing trail will travel under Loop 10 and along Winterville and Spring Valley roads. Mariah Parker is the district commissioner for the area. She says that in her decision-making processes, she thinks about what will be good for Athens as a whole, as opposed to a small group of stakeholders.
As the impact of the pandemic, like the importance of getting outside and getting physical exercise. And so the proximity of the trail to a lot of my constituents who utilizing it will be able to get out and bike or walk with their families, get some sunshine and stretch their legs is really good for their overall well-being. And so it's also a benefit. It's a way to get cars off the road and get more people actively commuting around Athens.
The trail includes a 500-foot-long bridge over the North Oconee River and connects Dudley Park and the North Oconee Greenway. Some residents of the area are pleased with the expansion and excited to use the new stretch of trail.
Every single day I walk to school this way, so yeah, and then my partner and I walk around the park almost every day in the evenings as well. I think it's a great idea. I'll totally walk on it and bike on it.
Usually I just come out here to take a walk. It hasn't really been too nice outside until lately, but now that the weather's better, it's really nice out here. Probably get a bike, honestly, because that would open up a lot of room to get some more exercise and stuff like that.
Out of the 3 options that the commissioners were presented with, they went with option A, which is the shortest and closest to the trail's original design, which follows the historic rail line. I'm Willie Damley, Grady Newsource.
All you need to know about local sports coming next after the break.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How do you not love him?
And now, sports.
UGA baseball team secured a win last night, March 9th, away in Statesboro against Georgia Southern. The team is 10-3 right now and will play Lipscomb at home here in Athens in Foley Field. Zach Allen, a senior on UGA swim and dive team, qualified for the NCAA's Men Championships Tuesday, March 9th at Greensboro Aquatic Center. Allen finished with a total score of 673.55, putting him in 7th place for the 1-meter event. The championships will take place March 24th through the 27th. Clark Central's varsity tennis team lost in their away game against Loganville last night. The girls tried to maintain their winning streak but fell short. Boys singles player Michael Argabright won his match in a sweep, 6-1, 6-2, securing a singles win for the boys team. Doubles players Robert Mulford and Michael Roche also secured a win in a 10-point tiebreaker. I'm Madison Castle, and this is Grady Newsource.
UGA's first farmers market is working to alleviate food insecurity in Athens, Georgia. More on this after the break.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hart, what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit.
Okay, I get it. I'll do better.
Just please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
The University of Georgia now has a farmers market. Grady Newsource reporter Jayla Johnson has more on this story.
Really important. There's some students who
would be comfortable riding the bus downtown to the Wednesday Athens Farmers Market, or perhaps getting out to Bishop Park or even to West Broad.
So this is better if we just go down here on campus.
The new student organization, Farmers Market Friends, received a $5,000 sustainability grant through the Office of Sustainability with the work of co-presidents and founders of the organization, Abraham Lebos and Reese McMillan, to start a farmers market at the University of Georgia. Abraham says the idea came to him after watching a TED Talk video on using food as medicine and talking to the Athens Farmers Market that has a similar program.
Me and Reese, kind of formulated this idea with Sarah to start a UGA club that could draw on the skills of, pre-med students who are interested in the health aspect of local food, design students who can kind of get the message out that way, just all across the board, interdisciplinary.
Along with being able to buy fruits and vegetables, patrons can enjoy music, cooking demonstrations with dining services, and art activities with students from the Lamar Dodd School of Art. But the main goal of the farmers market is to address food insecurity in Athens. According to Feeding America, as of 2018, Clark County has 20,320 people who are food insecure, which is a rate of 16.3%. The average meal in the county is $3.13, and nearly $10.8 million would be needed to help food insecure individuals meet their needs. All proceeds goes towards the Athens Farmers Market Farm RX Food is Real Medicine program to help fight food insecurity. Jayla Johnson, Grady Newsource.
Athens Clark County will be hosting an event that will be allowing arrested individuals a chance at a clean start. The free arrest record restriction event will be held virtually on Saturday, April 17th, and is open to those who have been arrested in Athens Clark County. The purpose of the event is to educate arrested individuals about their options for record restrictions and to assist those who were arrested in Athens Clark County with restricting offenses from their criminal record. Restricting criminal arrest records may help individuals that are applying for jobs and housing. Still ahead, it was a beautiful day out there today. How long will that last? And when can we get relief from this pollen? Your forecast is next.
No more pencils, no more books, no more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org because great things happen when we live united.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, by the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Oh.
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
It was a beautiful day here in Northeast Georgia, barely a cloud in the sky. Grady Newsource reporter Jared Eggleston is live on UGA's North Campus with a look on how long this will last. Hey, Jared.
And now, the weather.
Alex, it's a beautiful day right here out on UGA's North Campus. It's about 72 degrees out here right now. The only downfall to this beautiful weather is the pollen. Let's get a look at your forecast. Taking a look at the temperatures around our area here in Athens, 73 degrees. Out in Winder, that's our cool spot of the day, if you could call it that, at 71 degrees. Watkinsville, 73. Up in Colbert, 72. Around the area, all about the same temperature. Lots of sunshine. If you want to go outside tonight, take a look at our forecast at 6 p.m. We'll be in the 70s. As we go overnight, we'll drop down to 56 degrees. Still partly cloudy, though. That moon will be out to shine, though. As we take a look at tomorrow's forecast, as you take the kids out to the bus stop in the morning, it'll be in the upper 40s, low 50s. For a nice day on top by noon, though, it'll be up into 67, where we'll be close to hitting our high for the day. Taking a look at your weekly planner now, well, it's going to be nice and continue to be nice Thursday as we get into Friday. Highs in the upper 70s, low 80s. Saturday and Sunday going to be partly cloudy again, but still upper 70s for the nice temperatures. Monday, though, that is where the weather turns nasty. We go back to rain and cooler, more seasonable temperatures. Don't forget Saturday night to change your clock backs. Daylight savings time starts again overnight Saturday into Sunday. And these warm temperatures, they are nice, but if you're like me, the pollen count, it gets to you. Today, we're in the high range at about 9.7, and unfortunately, it's going to get worse. Up to 9.9 tomorrow, and even up to 11 this weekend. The good news, though, when that rain comes in on Monday, we might have some relief from that pollen for us allergy sufferers coming up next week. For now, though, back out here live on North Campus, it is a beautiful day. Go out and get some sunshine before it goes down. For Grady Newsource, I'm Jared Eggleston. Alex will send it back to you.
Thanks, Jared. I know I'm excited for the sun this week.
Shift their clocks forward 1 hour for the start of daylight saving time, possibly for the last time. Several U.S. senators have reintroduced a bipartisan bill to make daylight saving time permanent across the country.
The bill, called the Sunshine Protection Act of 2021, would do away with twice-yearly time shifts at a federal level. If passed, this federal approval would allow more than 15 states that have already passed similar initiatives, including Georgia, to make the change.
Last week, the Georgia House of Representatives passed a bill to make daylight saving time permanent statewide. On the other hand, the Georgia Senate passed a separate bill at the end of February that would instead make standard time permanent across the state. While Georgia leaders disagree on whether daylight savings or standard time should be made permanent, they seem to be in agreement that the twice-yearly time shifts need to end. According to Northwestern Medicine, one of the most noticeable effects of the daylight saving time shift is the disruption of your sleep schedule. A study published last year found that even this 1 hour shift on the clock can have a significant impact on mental and physical health. Prominent elevated risks included cardiovascular diseases, injuries, mental and behavioral disorders, and immune-related diseases. According to a press release from Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who reintroduced the Sunshine Protection Act to the Senate, there are many potential benefits to implementing permanent daylight saving time. These range from reduced car crashes to reduced risk of cardiac issues, stroke, and seasonal depression, and even reduced energy usage. This is Katie Fugit for Grady Newsource.
Thank you all for joining us tonight at Grady Newsource. Have a great night.
Grady Newsource is a student production of the Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communication at the University of Georgia, which is solely responsible for its contents. Views expressed do not represent those of the administration nor the Board of Regents at the University System of Georgia.
Hello.
Hi. I'm from Blue Hood Stone Barns. We brought a meal for you and I'm here to serve it to you.
Okay, great. Come in.
Zucchini carbonara, made from zucchini that was harvested earlier this morning.
Again?
Hey, Dan Meyer.
You have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Brochettes with sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, you know, they're the end pieces of the zucchini, and then the cores that we cut away, not to mention zucchini flour. Usually those get thrown out. We use them to create an entire second dish. Does that... Again?
I'm here to bring you your third course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta. A different experience of zucchini. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it. This is delicious. What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Visit SaveTheFood.com.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation.
America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Laughing too hard at one of your colleagues' jokes at the office party? She's not even funny. Warning sign. Those drinks are probably going to your head. Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.